admitted or owned up to, but it doesn't happen. And that's where you see costs getting out of control as well.
Representative, is this the type of situation something that would be protected or limited under this legislation?
No, and I agree with Attorney Fallk. I'm an attorney also, and I would encourage the lady to consult with another attorney. No, nothing that we're doing would limit her ability to collect under the situation she just described. If there was a bad diagnosis and she was given the wrong medicine, that caused a problem, and that should be taken care of. And I wish there was something that the medical community would do to stand up to these things, but nothing we're doing in any of the measures that we're taking would limit her ability to collect under that situation.
Let's see what Mike from Scranton has to say. Mike, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much. I was hit by a drunk driver in Scranton about 3 years ago, and the O'Malley and Langen law firm here in Scranton reached a negotiated settlement with the attorneys with the insurance company involved. Now, the representative who was on the phone saying that, you know, that everything is getting too expensive and big business is leaving, rah, 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 he's full of baloney. The system is so set up now that attorneys will negotiate with the attorneys from the insurance companies or big business, and a reasonable settlement can be reached. We do not need any tampering with the system as it is.
Let me ask the representative this. You say this measure is to protect small businesses in Pennsylvania. Do we have a number on how many small businesses are impacted by these types of lawsuits?
Well, every small business is impacted by these lawsuits in that all of them have to pay higher insurance rates as a result of these lawsuits. And the ones we're talking about are not the everyday lawsuit like the one the gentleman just described. Again, this would not take away anybody's ability who's been harmed to go to court. What it does is it just modifies the system. And as Attorney Fallk pointed out, in 2002, there were changes made in the medical malpractice system. It has reduced the number of lawsuits we've had, and it's reduced the amount of some of the large damages. And we just want to widen that out to the everyday liability and negligence cases and products liability cases that are filed, because it's been successful across the country. And we just want to try to help the business community. And I'll tell you, the consumers are the ones that pay for this in the end, and higher prices and everything.
Attorney Fallk, did the previous reforms work?
Well, last year in Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Safety Authority recorded over 6,400 serious events, injuries or deaths because of mistakes, yet there were only 1,600 lawsuits. There's no evidence that the number of injuries is going down. We spent $5.2 billion in Pennsylvania on hospital-acquired infections. There's no evidence that that's been going down. Again, our effort should be to reduce injuries and reduce problems. The state of Michigan, they try to scare people into giving up their rights, and they passed the bill under the same pretext, that it was affecting business and it would affect jobs. And what they found out is jobs left Michigan just the same, and Michigan's economy is in terrible shape, and the people of Michigan have lost rights to sue. For instance, Vioxx, you can't get a lawyer to represent you in pharmaceutical cases because they gave them special protections.
All right, Attorney, we're out of time. I thank you for being with us. Representative Everett, thanks for joining us as well. We'll be right back after this.